Oh yeah, how you doing, everybody? I'm a little bit early today, but this is Ron Sutton, and this is the Ron Sutton Show. And the name of the topic of the show is My Side of the Story. Well, I say a lot of things about a lot of things about a lot of things, but now I'm going to talk about something different about the situation I'm in. You know, see, all my life, I've been dealing with the fact, all my life, ever since I was a little kid, I've mostly spent most of my time with males. Whether they were grown men, a little boy my age. I spent more of my time with males. Males always have problems with me socializing with women, with little girls. I'm talking about a little boy. I'm about 5, 6, 7, 8, 19 years old. Well, they had a problem with me hanging around 4, 5, 6, 7 year, 8 year old, and 9 year old girls when I was that age. But that was really hit a nerve with me. Mel, only thing I heard from Mel that I heard, something I heard in the background, guys was they get around the corner and talk. I heard them, and they said, "Long don't get in the woman, long don't get in the woman." And they go as far as that word was always PU, and said, well, they use that. They long don't get that, long don't get that, and that's why I had to endure that kind of talk. And they always sick and they know in my business. And that's what I went through. I had, in my younger days, I had plenty sexual opportunity with females, but some of my family, mostly my family, break that up. I couldn't understand it, but the first time I had sex, it was in Maryland. And at that point, every town I go through, at that time, women were all over me. Women would want to have sex with me, this and that. But someone always break it up. I had family members, mostly was against me. But I remember the first time I really had the opportunity for sex. I had a cousin named Wes Montgomery, and I call him Wes Junior. But anyway, I was staying with my brother for a few days. I wasn't living with. I was staying with him for a few days, and this lady came down, and she was a girl because I was at that point I was 15 years old, and I think she was 17, and she came over, and we saw our friend kissing, and my cousin came in. He came in at the wrong time. He came in, he was at my brother house, and he kept on coming in the room looking for something. I was in my brother his white room, and me and her were friend kissing, and my cousin came in now. Kept on coming in now, kept on coming in now, saying, "I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that, I'm looking for that. What am I doing?" And he was looking for something, but he was breaking us up. So the lady, the teenage girl, she grabbed me by my hand, and she took me in my niece's room because my niece was a little baby. She was around 2 years old, 1 or 2 years old. She was a little baby, just about Emily baby. She was just about Emily baby. And she told me, so she grabbed my hand, took me in my niece's room, and it was bad now. We saw Frank kissing, everything now. So my cousin, I heard somebody at the door trying to open it, but it was locked because she locked it. And it was just more like I didn't know what was going on, but I didn't know what put it at, and I was trying to put it in her stomach. But yeah, then she looked at her body. I found how I put it now, and well, I just found it, and I thought time I put it in her, my cousin Wesley Montgomery, he banged on that door, bang, 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 bang on that door, and he was a madman, and I thought he was going insane. But see, I got you insane. But that day, he did not want me to have sex. Ever since with my brother George, he dead and gone now. But, I just thought, but I was in how he got guys come to the house all the time. He have several girls. But me, when I had that, he said, yeah, if my niece had a room, she was just a little girl, about 1 or 2 years old. And he said, yeah, my niece don't have that. And he banged on the door and ran the girl away. What I'm trying to say is, nobody in my family want me to have sex. Nobody in my family want me to have a woman. My dad didn't want me, but only person in my family was trying to get me with a woman. She was my mama. She wanted me married. She wanted me to marry a woman, and she wanted me to have a woman. And she always trying to set me up with a woman. I get mad at her because she always trying to set me up with a woman. And well, she wanted me to be happy and everything else. The rest of my family did not want me to have a woman. And my family lied on me, and everything else. But mostly my in-laws, like my sister-in-law, I had a white sister-in-law. Her name was Nancy, and I had a few in-laws and this and that, and they thing was, female thing was, they always trying to tempt me. Well, they wanted me to that pray with myself. They give up, but they lied on me, and they lied on me to keep me from getting a woman. They didn't want me to have a woman. So I'm just saying, in my life, I had opportunity with plenty of women. I had plenty of women. I had women that falling all over me. They would show me survival. They were going to show me survival. But guys say, I can't have survival. They wouldn't let the women show me survival. I didn't know at the time, but I'm finding that thing. But the point I'm trying to make is I didn't have my life. I didn't have a fair life. It wasn't fair the way I was treated. It just wasn't fair. But now I have a very unfair life now. But all my life was unfair. All my life was unfair. But think about my family. The only friend I had in my family was my mama. But she passed away. So now, I'm kind of like alone in the world. But other than that, now, why do I brought that up? Because why I gotta go through now? See, now, and the reason why my family didn't want me to have a woman, because I wasn't a homosexual. My mama, she wanted me to have, only my mama. She wanted me to have a woman. She always trying to introduce me to her friend. Have a friend come over. Like my mom was Joe Winters, and I ended up becoming Joe Winters in 2010. But actually, it's because, my sister had this thing called power over me, and the judge made me go to Georgia with her and live with her. And my sister wanted me to be a Joe Winter. My dad wanted me to be a Joe Winter, my nephew. And they kind of railroad me because my sister, she was showing hint that if I don't take service, she going to tell the judge I'm not cooperating with her. And the judge told her that I get 11 years if she call her and tell her that I'm not cooperating. So I became a Joe Winter, but it was a bit a hassle because only thing I know is that I ended up, how to do certain things, but I just know for a fact that in my life, like my sister, she lied on me. My sister George Davis, her name George Davis now, but it was George Sutton at that time. She used to lie on me and tell people I was this and that. People I was, married around a guy. She lied on me. She did not want me to have a woman. None of my family wanted me to have a woman but my mama. But it just got to that point. Now all of a sudden, nobody, like male at the point, they were always saying, "Go get the woman. Go get the woman." And I just overheard them sometimes, but they were saying, "Go get the woman," and go get no sex. don't get upset. And they really, so they know in my business, and they are always in my business, and it just got a hand. Well, now, it get to the point now, I'm an old man, at the age of 68, people, nobody, now, the police, first of all, the police false arrest me. The only way I in the institution now, at one time, they were false bacon me. But they were false bacon. They started in 1975. I had women line up. Then before you know it, somebody knock on the door, and they got to take me to the crisis center, to the hospital, because they got a bake out on me. And then they bake out me from the hospital. Now when I got out, I can't find no girls. They keep me now. I can't find no girls that were all over me. And then in 2007, now that was 1975, it started. They started falling bake out of me. Well, in 2007, I had a lady line up. That wanted to, know me, and they want to say my apartment, this and that. And they were lining up for me, and all of a sudden, they started false arresting me. Not for big having me, they started false arresting me. And then from jail, they put me in a psychiatric ward, and on and on and on. But now, the last arrest was in Ketchburg. Now, they didn't put that on the report. They don't want it on the report. But my last arrest was November the 30th, 2021. 2021, November the 30th. But yet, they say my last arrest was September the 15th, 2019. But they said 2019, they lied on me about things I did. They said I was on the bridge sleeping, and they followed me, and before you know it, I jump up because I was scared because they woke me up. And then I just hold out my hand. They tried to make me look drunk. I just hold out my hand for the police to handcuff me. And then all of a sudden, police saw me on attitude change, and they say, well, him, another police officer, and two of the park ranger at the park. Well, I bet you believe if I'm gonna, they said I kick that cop down. They said I didn't kick him, but I kicked at him. Well, they got me for assault on the car for kicking at a cop, but I didn't kick at a cop. I wasn't there. I was not there at that park, under the bridge, sleeping. But yeah, they said I was, and the judge wouldn't hear my side of the story. My family wouldn't listen to me. Every time I got to tell them what happened, they shut me up. But tell me, one woman, she could have helped me. She could have helped me. Her name was Corey. Corey. Her name comes out with Z as in Sue. Like you go to the zoo and say animal. Like C-O-O-O. Like you go to the zoo and say animal. Her name starts with Z. But her last name starts with C. But what happened was, the first time, I called a lawyer, not put a filmer, but I was going to pay for a lawyer. And I called a lawyer up, and the lawyer told me he could get the report. And he told me, well, you already got a filmer. You got a woman, her name is so-and-so, Corey something. I didn't say her last name. He said, he got a woman, she going to be your lawyer. She a public filmer. So I just called the public defender office, and they gave me her number. I called her, and when I called her, first I say, they say they got me charged with assault in the car, serious violence. I wasn't there. I couldn't do it. I didn't do it. I wasn't there. And I got me couldn't do it. She said, I know you didn't. She said, I believe you. I believe you. And she let me know. She know I didn't do it. Now, at a period of time, I was getting ready to give her evidence that I didn't do it. She said, I got somewhere to go. I didn't talk to you. and she insists on not talking to me, but she told me to call back. I call back, kept on calling every day, but only thing I got a recording. So after a while, I called her, and she didn't know it was me. So what she did, pick up the phone, and this time with no recording, it was her. And I was about to explain to her about my situation. I said they got me putting him. I found out that they got me putting him not for assault on the car, not for sitting around violence, which I didn't do. They got me putting him simply because of failure to appeal. I told her I had no idea I pulled a pill. She said, I know you did. She said, they do things like that. All right. Well, then, when I was going to give a false evidence so she can help me, she said, I got one go. And she wouldn't talk to me no longer than 15 something. And then before you know it, she come back tomorrow. I'll be here. But I called back tomorrow, the next day, and the only thing I got a recording. So as time go by, maybe a week, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I got one calling, and one day I actually got her, and then I talked to her, and as I talked to her, I would go in the fight to her. I was let her know, we out here together. You can get me out of the hospital because they had me in the hospital, and they showed the case. They showed the case of me being in the hospital. When they put me in the Cahill Hospital psychiatric ward, what they did, they showed the case. Now, when they showed the case, they did not drop the charges against me. A female lawyer, but she wasn't a public offender. She was, what do you call them? She was practicing law. And she was a practicing lawyer. And she told me that she looked at the report, and she looked at the file, and she said, like they turn you over to the state, to the government. They turn you to the government, they turn you over to the state, and they sold the case. But they didn't drop the charges against you. You still in there for assault on the car, still rather violent, and I don't know, I'm puzzled. They throw the case, but didn't drop the charges against me, so they want me to sit in a psychiatric ward for the rest of my life. It's America that I got out of it. And so when I'm talking to, as I talked to I called my brother Fenner, and she wasn't cooperating with me at all. And she told me, when I would talk to her, I would make sense to her, but each time I talked to her, she didn't talk to me no longer than 15 something. She had somewhere to go, had something to do, she wouldn't talk to me, and she wouldn't let me prove to her that, police lie, how you can prove that they lied on me. Well, she did, told me, and she let me know she didn't want me in society. She let me know that. She didn't say so many words, but she let me know she don't want me in society. And she said, society do not want you in society. I'm puzzled. Why don't society don't want me in society? And she said, that's what she told me. Society don't want you in society. And she was a little bit nasty about it. So I don't want to worry about it because now I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do now. Because now I'm finding out that they don't want me in society. But yeah, I go a lot of things, tell about they don't want me in society, but I'm not no threat to society. I never put nobody in the hospital. I never put nobody in central care. I never killed nobody. I never robbed nobody. I never put no hard drugs. I let them know that the terrorists, they wasn't in society. Serial rapists wasn't in society. The serial killers wasn't in society. But why would I be, why did they say they don't want me in society? I'm not a threat to society. Because, I don't carry weapons, nothing like that. I never raped no woman. I never killed nobody. I never even put nobody in jail. Nobody ever had to get a permit for somebody hurt. I never did nothing. Why don't want me in society? But she wanted me in society. She wanted me out of society. Now they got a thing called they want me institutionalized. they say, I'm doing all this, but I'm hyper right now. I'm hyper, and I know where I'm at. I know where I'm at. This and that, but I'm hyper, and some people call it I got a lot of charisma. People that really got common sense. You don't say, is he, he got this that. They just say, I got a lot of charisma, which I do. I got a lot of emotion because I'm in the real world. So I got a lot of emotion. I worry more. I'm in the real world. I'm not in fantasy land. And when you're in fantasy land, you can take that easy. But me, I got to do all this because I got a lot of problems. But the deal is, they want me in an institution, jail, prison, nursing home. But then they have a new thing. They think if I do, they want me to sit in the psychiatric ward for a long time. But when I get out, they want me to have a guidance over me. They want me to have a guidance over me. And I'm wondering, why you want me to have a guidance over me? I'm a grown man. I can take care of myself, and all my life I've been taking care of myself. I take care of myself. I go to the grocery store. I do my own shopping. When I get my little money, I just buy things that I need. I buy clothes. I dress neat. I keep myself shaved. I do things. I really, keep myself up. But yeah, they say I need guidance. But yeah, when I proved that I don't need a guidance. I've been taking myself for years. I've been paying rent. Because I had my apartment. I had several apartments. But when I get an apartment, first thing first, I pay my rent. That's the first thing I do in that order. Pay my rent. And the next thing I do, the second thing I do, pay my light bill. Third thing I do, pay my water bill. And then the fourth thing I do, pay my cable bill. And then when I pay my cable bill, I go and buy me another grocery. They let me from one month to the next. And when I do that, get another grocery, let me from one month to the next, then I go and get me some cigarette to last me from 1 month to the next month. I give me about 4 cartons cigarette or 5 cartons cigarette to last me. Well, I don't have to ask somebody for nothing. So I take care of myself. I pay bills. I figure out things. I brought my groceries. I didn't ask nobody for nothing. I took care of myself. I cooked for myself. And I really did what I had to do. I was doing fine about medication until the police false arrest me. I was getting ready to meet a teenage girl that was helping me. She came up to me. I was at the Atlanta Public Library, and she came up to me and started talking to me. And then later on, she told me to walk her home. So as I got ready to walk her home, I asked about herself. She said she was 17, but at that time I was 52. I was 50 years old, and she said she was 17. And then she told me, walk her to her. She said, let go of winners. And when I looked winners, she told me all anything I want. She brought me, meal at Winners. And then she took me to a convenience store and brought me meals there. And I saw her a couple of days later. Every time I saw her, she bought me things. And she, like me and her, one time, me and her and a 9-year-old girl, we caught the bus together. So she paid for her bus fare and my bus fare. And me and that girl were getting along good. So at that point, I felt like I was falling in love with her. So I was going to ask her to marry me. I was smiling, walking. I might say out loud, I'm going to marry that girl. So like that. Before you know it, 2 white guys, I was on Pine Street, downtown, Orlando, and 2 white guys two white guys followed me, and they told me, hey man, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. But when they told me they want to talk to me, the first thing I did is say, I ain't got time to talk to you right now. I told them I ain't have time to talk to them. I said, I ain't got time to talk to you. I gotta go, but I was gonna find that teenage girl and ask her. I was gonna tell her if I said I was gonna get a ruble. I was homeless at the time, and she knew I was homeless. But I said I was gonna tell her these words: if I get a ruble in my head, and I feel I can take care of you, will you marry me? I was gonna ask her to marry me, but at the time, those 2 white guys, they were trying to stop me from going. And after a while, they trying to stop me. I kept on walking. I didn't know 'em. I kept on walking. So they ran and caught me. And they grabbed me. Two of them grabbed me. One grabbed me by my right arm. The other grabbed me by my left arm. So at that point, when they grabbed me, I got jerked away. And one of them threw a punch at me. I dug it and punched him. But at that point, it was the police there, and he saw the whole thing. When they had me by my arm, and when he was getting ready to beat me up, he didn't do a thing. He just stayed in that car and do a thing. But at that time, I didn't see the car. I didn't see the car. But I know when he arrested me, I know he was there. He saw the whole thing. But whatever was when they got throw a punch at me, it was two white guys. When they were hustle white guys, when he threw a punch at me, I ducked it and punched him, and he was rocking. He was in their condition. The other one threw a punch at me, and I ducked it, and I punched him. He was in their condition. I was getting ready to punch the other, and I would punch him again, he would have fell to the ground. Well, I was getting a punch the other, and the police said, the police got involved then when he saw I could take care of myself, and I would win the fight. I could handle those guys. Then the police got out of the car and said, everybody, get on the ground. Everybody, get on the ground. Okay, I was the only one got on that ground and obeyed the law. But I'm the only one went to jail. So now, all of a sudden, the police got on the report. They said I did things I didn't do. And before you know it, those guys, they took my cigarette and gave them away. Took my car and gave them away. And they took my money, this and that. But all about it is, now, I was just wondering what's going on. But they do want me in an institution, jail, prison, or nursing home. But they saying if I should ever get out of those places, the next step will be for me to have a guidance over me. They don't want me to make my own decision. Like, I might get to the point, I got money, I save my money. I might want to go to Las Vegas. I might want to go to the Carolinas. I might want to go to Texas. I might want to go to Grand Canyon. I might want to go somewhere, but I can't go. What they got lined up for me, if I go to the psychiatric ward and make it back to society, what they got lined up for me is for me to go to a house, and when I get to that house, they got lined up for me to stay there in a room with another guy. I don't know. That's how they did this time. I had a female caseworker because at the point of one time, female were always on my side. And female were helping me. And now the female they gave me this time was dead against me. But this time, female, when I got out of jail, they said, I gotta pray for you, I gotta pray for your little. I know a catch to it because they had a little pray for me too soon. And then they took me to the man's house, and a house, and we had to wait for the man to come home. He got home. He showed me my room. He said, "Well, you got another man gonna be living in the room with you." He said, "You gotta pay $800 a month." He said, "You gotta pay $800 a month for your room." He said, "I do the cooking. I'll cook your meal, and I do the cooking, and you gotta give me your medicine." And I will give you your medicine every day. Every night when you get ready to take your medicine, I will give it to you. So that I found out what they were all about. If I was saying that parade, I would have to get commission to go out the house. They got a house out. And when I had to stay in the room with another guy, if I was staying in the house to go out on the porch, I would need a commission. To go on the porch, I go around the block, he probably wouldn't let me do it. But now that's the end of me being free. Either catch the bus or catch the plane to the Carolinas, Texas, or anywhere I want to go. The Grand Canyon, Las Vegas, anywhere. I gotta go to Georgia, anywhere I gotta go. That's the end of that. If I would have stayed there. So I just said I didn't want to stay there because I didn't want that man to do my cooking. I don't know that man. He was gonna cook for me. Yeah, he was gonna give me my medicine. I had to get him permission. The case were didn't tell me that. So I just saw the options. I said, no, I don't want to live with him. I just don't want somebody in the same room with me. And the guy said, oh, God, took you to the next hall. And this time, there won't be nobody in the room with you. Okay? I get your own personal room. So we went to the next hall, but I still had to pay $800 a month. So we went to the next hall. When we got to the next hall, he showed me a room with another man in it. That's right, man. And he was sitting down on the bed. And then he said, okay, you got one in the room with you, him. So he's gonna go take you to another room. Nobody in the room with you there. So he took me to another room. It was 2 bunk beds in there. And all of a sudden, he told me that's my room. But he said, if somebody else come, they be in the room with you. I just saw that I knew somebody was coming, so I just said, I won't be saying him. He got real mad, but I said, I moved in the motel. Because I had money to move in the motel, but I found out that they want me to have a fight around in Catahoula State Award in Florida. I found out that they say on the paper that they want me to have guidance on me. This time when I was getting ready to go up to Orange County Jail, I don't think if I get to Orange County Jail, the judge gonna look at the case and he gonna dismiss the charges against me, but he know I'm innocent. The judge was crooked too. So now all of a sudden, they didn't dismiss the charges against me. The judge, all that I know, I was in my cell with 12 guys, with 12 guys, and they called me and said my lawyer wants to see me. So as I got ready to see my lawyer, he told me he got some good news for me. I said, okay, I can use some good news. I really need some good news. And what he told me was, he said, I think on a Wednesday, he said, you can go home Friday. The day after tomorrow, you can go home. I said, yeah, I was happy. And then he told me the other news. He said, all you got to do is sign the paper saying, those cops say you kick at them. If you kick them, they got you for assault on a cop and civil violence. All you got to do is sign the paper in the courtroom saying you did those things. Sign a paper that says you kick at a cop, if you did civil violence. That's all you got to do, and you go home Friday. I got out of jail, and I had no choice but I signed paper in the courtroom saying I did those things that I didn't do. So that's the only way I could get out of going to jail. Now all of a sudden, these people are telling me now, I know the word is they want me in confined to her, but they want me out of society. They want me out of society. And the reason why I told you about my love life and about how my family didn't want me to have a woman, not like that, because I'll make a point about this, right? So I'm getting to a point now. They don't want me in society. You know, like my lawyer, Corey, somebody. She don't want me in society. She kind of nasty with me. And she say, society, not want you in society. Well, they want, I could figure that one out. But then I found out that most of the people want me in society. Most of the people that know me, they want me in society. All the nobody don't want me in society. Maybe the cops. They will tell me the sidewalk, cops will say that I'm not known enough to be in society. So cops will complain about me. But yet, they say other people complain about me, but yet nobody complain about nobody. Must they complain about these cops or complain about me? Every day, they go cop get complaint. Everybody complain about those cops. They complain about cops. Like cops did that, cops did that. We don't do nothing about the complaint they give against cops. Now all of a sudden, the cops saying I shouldn't be in society. And all of a sudden, the police say, I shouldn't be in society. Everybody says I shouldn't be in society, but I just have to know if I make a psychiatric ward, if I get in society, I need a guidance on me. So I'm just saying, what they had lined up for me, probably, I believe it was gonna be the same thing. I get a house, or if they give me a room in the house, and I gotta sleep in the room with another guy that I don't know. And all of a sudden, I had to go through all that. But yeah, the reason why I brought up about nobody want me to have a woman in my family getting it, and nobody want me to have a woman, and now they don't want me in society. Well, it's a person in doubt. Why they don't want me in society? Well, my family, why my brother, my sister, and my family don't want me to have a woman? I'll tell you, because I wasn't a homosexual. That's why I'm catching so much trouble from my family. That's why I'm getting so much trouble from that's why I'm catching so much trouble from the system. Because they mad at me because other guy did it and I didn't do it. But this white guy, they were going around saying that they thing was, I'm talking about these racist white guys, they were going around saying all the time, yelling at the car, we gonna kill niggas and faggots. And all of a sudden, they were saying, they get on a talk show and say, the reason I don't want to hang around black guys is they faggots. And they don't got no faggots, they don't got nobody bring that faggots up to them. And then find out the white guy was faggot. And now all of a sudden, white guy into that, they still out, but I didn't. So I got a lot of problems. Well, I did the right thing and they did the wrong thing. So automatically, they want me confined to an institution, prison, jail, something like that. But yeah, all they want, if I get out of that institution, they want me to have a guns over me when I'm fully aware of what's going on. I'm fully aware of what's going on. I know it. I know it's July. I know now. It's not July. It's August the 1st. I know it's August 1st. I know that. I know it's Tuesday, August the 1st, 2023. I know that. I know where the day is. I know where I'm at. I'm in Georgia. I'm in this house. And, so I know where I'm at. I know this is that. But yeah, no matter where I go, I pay rent. No matter where I go, I pay for my key. I don't let nobody take care of me. I don't let nobody take care of me. I take care of myself. I pay rent. I buy my own groceries. I feed my own self. And I just take care of my own self. I don't let nobody take care of me. Not like that. When I was hungry, I didn't ask nobody for nothing. I saw other guys, they move as white women, But they're black guys, when they need money, they move that white women for it. And they tell white women, hey, pretty male, I ain't eat nothing all day. I need to eat. Someone say, I got to take medicine, I need to eat, they feed me. But I didn't do that. When I ran out of money, I just went hungry. I took out until I got money. But I never asked nobody for nothing. I asked nobody for no cigarette. I just lived where I supposed to live. And I took care of my own self. I asked nobody for nothing. But yet they say I can't tell I'm not normal enough to take care of myself. I can't function enough. My brain can't function enough to take care of myself. So now, if I escape prison, jail, a nursing home, a psychiatric ward, well, the next stroke would be for me to move in the house and have a guidance on me, telling me what time to get up, what time to go to bed, what time to eat, and feeding me, all guys, and I won't be having a shit because they didn't have my shit. They have my shit, or down hell, it was nothing but a ruined bowl and milk, and a man cooking my meal. I don't know what he's doing to it. I don't know him. I never saw him before. This and that. But that's what I have to go through because I'm not a homosexual. I have to go through all of that, and that's what they got against me. That's the only thing they got against me. And not because I did something. It's not because I did something to them. I was used and abused, and I did everything. I was free-hearted. I gave people my money. I gave everything I had. Somebody tell me that they're hungry, and they have a lot of time, and they nervous, and they've been hungry for 2 days. I will go hungry to get them money. They can get something to eat. But that's what they got against me. That's what my family got against me. That's what my sister got against me. That's what my brother got against me. That's what my dad had against me. They are mad at me because I refuse to be a homosexual. I refuse to go there. They don't like when I say it. They get mad when I say it. But I have to tell them the truth. When it comes down to sex, I'm only going to share with female. That's the only thing I'm going to do. Share with female. The sex means something special and something is a bond between a man and a woman. And I'm not going to share with female and female only. And they don't like that. And my sister turned against me because my brother was faggot. I wasn't one, so she just side with them rather than me. So, I didn't have no friends and family but my mama. Other than that, that's what I had to go through all my life. As I was a little boy, the little boy was mad at me because I didn't play the game. Then you feel one another behind. I told them, y'all could do one another like that, but don't do me like that. There's going to be a fight. If they didn't do me like that, but they would throw you out of school, they throw bottles, bricks, and they get their hands on me. If they throw at me, well, they were afraid to fight me. I used to be 5, 6, 7, 9 guys at a time. But they were afraid to fight me. But they said this, throw bottles, bricks, rocks. They were throwing things at me. And they got their hand on, they were throwing at me. I was didn't play that game, feeling on let somebody feel my eye, feeling the guy behind, and let them do me like that. They were messed until they were after me for that reason. And I was, and they had this thing called, they used to tell one another that they know what was going on, and they call me a punk. That bird called me punk. I'm a punk, you're a punk, I give away every month. And then I don't know, I don't play games like that. I don't play like that. And I don't play like that. They get mad at me. I went into the homosexual game as a kid. And when I got older, my thing was, when it comes to sex, I'm only going to share with female. And now I'm catching for it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Because me, now, I never been to a homosexual act. I never even had fantasy of being a homosexual act. I never even dream about being homosexual. I never had a wet dream about homosexual. Every wet dream I had, it was females in it. Even some celebrity female. Every wet dream I had, it was female only in my wet dreams. So I never even, I heard one doctor on TV say, ain't nothing wrong with a man fantasizing about being homosexual with another man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He said, that don't make him homosexual. You don't make you homosexual when you do it with a man. You fantasize, it don't make you homosexual. They say that's good fantasy. But me, I don't fantasize like that. Every sexual fantasy I got only female, only female. I have sex fantasy with only female, whether they white, black, Japanese, or male. I have sex fantasy, and that's as far as it goes. Because of that, I got the whole world against me. Because I'm not, why they want me, why they want me out of society? Males and female. Like female, like you got some female that make it bad for other female that want to do right. Like my feeling Corey. Women like that, they they for male right. They for male right. Or they got some that homosexual, and I'm not one. They mad at me because they someone, their son gonna hurt if I get a woman. And that's the big thing. They don't want me to have a woman. And they are doing everything they can. They're going to root workers. They're going to witch doctors. And yeah, it's celebrity that got witchcraft over me. Celebrity got it. My family got on me. And so I'm just saying, at a period of time, I didn't believe in witchcraft until it was put on me. I said, wow, somebody put witchcraft on me. And then I said, wow, they do. But myself, I'm not going to go to a root worker. I'm not going to put no spells on nobody. I'm not into demonism. I'm against demonism. I'm against somebody putting a spell on you, this and that. But that's why they're against me. Because I'm not a homosexual. I never been to a homosexual. Now I catch a lot of trouble because of that. And that's why they want me confined in an institution, and they want, if I ever got an institution, they want me to have a guardianship over me. Because I'm not homosexual, and it's a person there, they mad at me because they became one. The women mad at me because they son one, they brother one, or they daddy one. I'm not one. A lot of times they daddy died. From a heart attack, maybe from a stroke, maybe he get in a car wreck or something like that. And he died. He was homosexual. I wasn't. And they put a gift strip on him, and they get mad at me. And my dad felt bad about himself, or my brother felt bad about himself. You didn't do it. But they all say, they say they don't feel good about themselves. Well, I would have did it. They would have been proud of what they done. Well, I had that ain't my problem. But that's what I have to deal with every day of my life. Now, they want me back on. I have a caseworker, and she want me back on her. Well, she let me know, if I talking to her, that she gonna set me up. If I go out to Harlem, I was gonna stay in the motel because she said she was gonna give me my EBT card, and when she give me my EBT card, she was gonna get my Social Security card. Okay, so I need a Social Security card, picture ID, and a birth certificate card if I can move in an apartment. She said she was gonna have me get that, and she was gonna have me get my EBT card. But I know for a fact if I go to the motel and call her and say I'm at the motel, and she'll come down and to get me, but she'll bring the old guy with her, and the old guy gonna tell me that they gotta put me in the hospital because they got all put me in the hospital. And they will put me in the psychiatric ward. And why? Because they know I'm not taking mental health medication. But my niece told them that I'm doing good about it. You see, she didn't tell me I wasn't taking it. But she said, he's doing good. We get along. You get along with all the kids. And, and we do. We get along together. She give me good meals. And she got a son, me and Buddy. And, she got a daughter. And we get along real good. She was going to take me out to dinner. And another girl, living next to us, we get home good. I'm on medication. I get along with everybody. Sometimes I go for walks. I go to that parade where they got J.C. Penney's, and they got convenience stores there. And I go there and walk, sit on the bench, and just chill. Now, it's been proven I can take care of myself. It's been proven that I'm stable-minded. It's been proven I'm not homicidal. I'm not suicidal. And they say the only way they can put you in an institution if you are dangerous to yourself, dangerous to society, or you can't function. Well, I can function. I'm paying rent. I'm paying bills, and I'm not dangerous to nobody. I don't wish death for nobody. I don't want to see nobody get killed, hurt, or nothing like that. And I'm not into killing myself. I'm not going to kill myself, so I'm not dangerous to myself, to nobody in society. I get along with everybody. In fact, when I go to that convenience store, mostly female, speak to me. I speak back to them. I don't harass them. Sometimes we transfer word, and then they go their way, I go my way. So I get along with everybody, and I don't understand that I'm out of society. But if I do get back to society, when they put me outside that ward, they gonna put me where God over me. Simply because I'm not a homosexual. And why my family against me? I'm not a homosexual. Well, my brother is, my sister against me, they one. I'm not one. And our son is one. I'm not one. And everything else. So that's how it goes. That's how it goes. And I just can't figure out why it's that way. So that's the problem right there. I'm not a homosexual. I never will be a homosexual. Because my thing is, I admire women so much, and the only thing I'm attracted to sexually is female. And the only thing sexually I'm attracted to. If I get rid of French kiss, I only want a French kiss a female. If I get rid of all that, only with a female. I like anal sex. If I get rid of that, only with a female. I was there too. But yet, I've been black. They offer me money. They offer me female. They say you have a female, and you do that. You have money, you do that. I told them when they offered me money, when they offered me power, they were only gonna give me this shot, were gonna give me Michael Jackson spot. I told them this. I don't go out for nothing. No money, no friends, no popularity. I never got that. When it comes to sex, I'm only gonna share with a female and female only. And that when the police trying to get me. The police start following. I mean, even police against me. You know they faggots, but they against me. They false arrest me so many times, and before you know it, all I get is false arrest. I mean, they live in false arrest. I remember one time I was in Seminole County, and I think I was break off Friend Park, and at that point I think I was at Altamount, but you know not too far from Friend Park. So I was walking. This break called the Altamount Mall. I was walking by there, so I was going past a break called Sal Allison, but not Post Supermarket there. I was going there, and I'm walking by the restaurant. It was a white woman. She saw me. She was another white woman. She saw me, and she spoke to me. And she said, "How you doing?" I say, "I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, ma'am?" And she said, "Y'all doing good." All of a sudden, I called her voice. I really like her southern voice. So I said, I really like your voice. I really like your voice. Her husband, I guess my husband, he was mad about that. He gave me a mean look. But I told her, I really like your voice. I said, I really like your voice. And all of a sudden, as I'm walking, she called me, her husband was driving. She was on the passenger side. In the front seat, and the other woman was in the back seat. But she called me over, and she handed me a $5 bill. Her husband had a mean look on his face. But you know, I walked to Friend Park. I had a buggy, and all of a sudden, I saw a cop. I saw a cop. He was driving. I saw him before he saw me. He was driving, and he was looking. It was a weeds and bushes there, but he was looking essentially. He reminded me about how Bonnie Five was. But he was looking like he was looking for a danger from him. He said, looking. All of a sudden, I'm walking. I wasn't trying to hide from him, but all of a sudden, he saw me, and then he stepped on the brake, and he checked the car, and he got in the car, and the car started rolling, so he had to get out in the car, put foot on the brake, to get the car from getting out of control, and then finally he got out, and he stopped me, and so you know it. Make a long story short, he false arrested me. And then found out, I said, what you arrested me for? That's the only time he told me the charge against me. I asked him, what he arrested me for? He said, he had to think of a verb. He said, finish out. But when they proved I had I didn't steal nothing. Then they dropped the penalty charge. A man comes to my cell, and he said, you were shot penalty. We dropped the penalty charge. Well, I forgot the charge they had me with, but it was more serious than the penalty charge. They couldn't put the penalty off of me because I have no, I don't steal. I did not have nothing on me that I sold. They couldn't keep that charge. They couldn't pin that charge on me. But then they had me do time for that charge that I didn't do, but I did the time for it. And then they rearrested me for the same crime that I did, same crime that I paid, that I did my time for. And you know, they got the thing out in Georgia, right here in Georgia. I was arrested about 2 years ago, and they did the same thing to me. They charged me. I was in jail for 90 days or more. And then when I went to jail, I did my time. I did my time, but they still not gonna let me out until I signed a paper saying I'm guilty. Assault in the car, and this and that. I had to sign a paper then saying I'm guilty when I'm innocent. 2 times I had to sign a paper saying I'm guilty. I didn't do a thing. They told me they're not gonna let me out of jail until I sign a paper. You're in jail forever. You don't sign a paper, you stay here. The law was breaking the law, but this time, the last time, when I tried talking to my lawyer, he called me my fourth offender. She, come on, say, come back, come back. Come tomorrow. I'll be here, I'll be here. But I couldn't get in touch with her. And I called WLTV Channel 9. I called WEAH Channel 2. And Channel 9 said they don't want to get involved with it. But they let me know that the reason why I was not homosexual and WEAH Channel 2 was against me because I wasn't homosexual. Now, I called them up. They wouldn't help me. They wouldn't report the news. They supposed to report the news. I mean, it's a news story about police robbing you for your money and for the rest of you, which I could have proved easily if somebody would listen to me, but nobody would listen to me. So I ended up having to do nothing but sign the last time I signed a paper saying I did these things. I assaulted a car, I was real violent, but yet, at that period of time, when they false arrested me, November the 3rd of 2021, when they false arrested me then, they didn't false arrest me because they didn't arrest me because they lied and say, oh, I have assault car, it's just real violent. They lied on that, but they didn't arrest me for that. They arrested me for failure to appeal, which it would have been easily proved. Nobody told me I would meet in the courtroom. Why should I meet in the courtroom? I didn't do nothing to go to the courtroom. I never had bail before. You know, they can say I got bail in the courtroom, but they could not say that. I had proof I could die out of jail, or my lawyer wouldn't help me, or they tell me they believe me. And I told my mailboy vendor in Orange County, he said, I know. I said, they trying to rattle me. He said, I know. And they know I'm innocent, but they didn't do nothing to help me. You know, I had lawyers, even Andrew Shaw, even the judge and the district attorney were going to drop the charges against me. But he told them no. He said he want me to have a felony. Well, my judge kind of like wrestled around with him, but she said she had shot me with a misdemeanor. And he went for it, but he also said give him anger management. He got to take he got to do so much time. I forgot how much time it was. He got to do so much time for anger management. He got to do so much time. My lawyer said that, but even talking to me, he got to do so much community service. He was trying to rattle me, and my own lawyer was my district attorney, to me. So I had to go through all this. But the reason why I'm catching it, because I'm not a homosexual, and you know, my thing is, I inform people about saying certain things, and I let them know what is right, what is wrong, but yet, still, they're out to get me, because I'm not homosexual. I never was one, never will be one, and I got the whole world against me, you know, particularly my family, but, you know, like, it's so many decent women in the world, but I can't get to those decent women. But there's so many decent women in the world, but they're women that for males' rights. They're not for, you know, you got women that fight for women's rights, but you got females that fight for males' rights. There's a male that is jealous of female, males that out to get female, and in his pride, that's to get female. You got female fighting for male right. My sister's one. She fighting for male right. I just know so many female family members that fighting for male right. And my thing is, I don't know why, but they didn't want that against me. They were out to get me. But other than that, I did what I was supposed to do. My thing is,